Welcome back to AutoTech Review, the place where legends of the road meet the mindset of those who truly know how to master not only machines but also themselves. If this is your first time here, make sure you sit back, relax, and join me on this journey where cars, character, and charisma all collide. Today, we are diving into something that is more than just a machine, more than just a release, more than just another car. We are talking about the return of a classic beast, a name etched in automotive history, reborn for a modern era. The 2026 Plymouth Fury, a car that doesn't just roar, but speaks directly to your soul, with a design and engineering philosophy that can teach every man something about presence, power, and attraction. And yes, we will also connect this to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the so-called magic words that can transform the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you attract women or anyone into your orbit. This is not just a car review, this is a life review, with the Fury as the mirror. Now, when you hear the name Plymouth Fury, some of you may already get chills. This was the car immortalized in cinema, cemented in muscle car folklore, feared and loved in equal measure. It was raw power, unapologetic style, the kind of machine that announced its arrival before you even saw it. Decades later, it faded away, like many classics did, left in the rearview mirror of history. But 2026 has brought us something extraordinary. The Fury is back, and it is not just back for nostalgia. It is back to redefine what it means to be a modern classic. Let's talk design first. The new Fury is a masterclass in blending retro DNA with futuristic flair. Its front fascia carries echoes of the sharp lines from the late 1950s models, the kind of chrome-heavy aggression that made it an instant icon. But now, that chrome is replaced with sleek, brushed aluminum accents, LED-adaptive headlights shaped like predatory eyes, and a grille that seems to breathe like a living beast. The body sculpting is muscular yet refined, wide arches embracing 21-inch forged alloys, and a stance that says dominance without screaming for attention. And that right there is the first lesson, the first magic word if you will, presence. You see, just like this car, a man who truly commands attraction does not need to yell. He does not need to overcompensate. His presence, his stance, the way he carries himself, those are his unspoken words. A stoic man knows that silence can be louder than noise, stillness more powerful than chaos. Women notice this. People notice this. The Fury is a rolling embodiment of that principle. It doesn't chase attention, it commands it by simply existing as itself. Step inside the Fury and you are transported into what feels like a cockpit designed not just for driving but for experiencing life at its fullest. Plymouth has given us a blend of heritage and cutting-edge luxury. Real leather, hand-stitched, not over-processed but authentic. A dashboard that echoes the analog dials of the past but powered by a fully digital adaptive cluster. Infotainment that integrates seamlessly with voice, gesture, and even biometric feedback. Yes, you heard that right. The Fury reads your heart rate, your stress levels, and adapts the cabin environment to match your mood. Think about that for a second. A car that reflects your inner state. It is almost philosophical. And here is the second lesson, reflection. A stoic man, just like this Fury, is aware of his internal state. He monitors himself, not obsessively, but mindfully. He knows that how he feels, how he breathes, how he thinks will radiate outward into the world. You cannot fake calmness. You cannot fake confidence. And the Fury doesn't fake anything either. It simply amplifies what's real. Now, under the hood lies a masterpiece of modern engineering. A twin-turbocharged V8 hybrid powertrain, delivering a mind-bending 850 horsepower, with electric torque filling every gap. This is raw energy harnessed, refined, and directed 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, yet with hybrid efficiency that allows it to cruise like a grand tourer when you want calm instead of chaos. It can whisper, it can roar, it adapts. And this is lesson 3, control. Every man who wants to live powerfully, who wants to attract women not through tricks or manipulation but through genuine magnetism, must understand control, not suppression, but mastery. Your emotions are horsepower, your focus is torque. If you cannot channel them, you spin out. If you can, You dominate every road you drive. The Fury doesn't waste energy. Neither should you. And let's talk about attraction, since that's what so many men secretly or openly wonder about. Will these so-called magic words really work? Yes, and number. Words matter, but only if they come from a foundation of presence, reflection, and control. If you stand before a woman desperate, nervous, or faking confidence, even the most carefully scripted words will fall flat. But if you stand like the Fury, grounded, calm, radiating quiet strength, then even simple words like "I hear you," "Tell me more," or "I understand" can feel like magic. The Fury teaches us that less is more. A line well delivered, at the right time, with authenticity, has more power than 1,000 empty phrases. Now, picture this. You're behind the wheel of the Fury on a quiet evening road. The sunset is painting the horizon. The engine hums like a controlled heartbeat, and the world outside feels like it's bending to your pace. That feeling you get, that is Stoicism in motion. You are not chasing the road, you are part of it. You are not chasing women, you are radiating something that draws them in. And when you do speak, your words carry weight, because they are not thrown recklessly. They are chosen, measured, like gears shifting in perfect timing. The Fury also comes with something that speaks directly to men who crave both freedom and grounding. Driving modes. You have performance mode, eco mode, grand touring mode, and an exclusive heritage mode. In heritage mode, the exhaust note deepens, the suspension softens, and the digital cluster transforms into a retro display that mirrors the 1958 Fury dials. This is not just a gimmick, it is a reminder that power without roots is meaningless. And that is another lesson: gratitude. A stoic man remembers where he came from. He doesn't lose himself in the illusion of modern trends. He honors his roots, his heritage, his struggles. Just like Plymouth honored its own history by giving us a modern legend that still nods to its ancestors. Gratitude is magnetic. When you speak from a place of appreciation instead of entitlement, people feel it, women feel it, and that authenticity is more attractive than any rehearsed line. As we move deeper into what makes the Fury a car that will blow your mind, let's not ignore the craftsmanship. Every curve, every stitch, every calibrated sound from the exhaust has been tuned not just for performance but for emotion. And that ties into the next piece of wisdom: intention. Nothing about this car is random. Every detail has a purpose, and so must your words. The real magic words men must know are not spells or pick-up lines. They are intentional phrases that show clarity, listening, and leadership. Simple phrases like "I've got this," "I see what you mean," or even just someone's name spoken with full presence. These are the words that resonate because they are backed by intention. Now, let's pause and think about why a car review is diving this step into life philosophy. Because cars, especially icons like the Fury, are not just machines. They are mirrors of culture, of mindset, of masculinity itself. The Fury is more than horsepower. It is an idea, and that idea is timeless. Strength with refinement, history with future, presence without arrogance. That is the kind of man women notice. That is the kind of man who attracts naturally. And this script could go on, because the Fury deserves it. From its aerodynamics tested in wind tunnels inspired by aerospace design, to its intelligent safety systems that predict road hazards before you even see them, to its immersive sound system tuned by legendary audio engineers. But beyond the specs, what blows your mind is how this car makes you feel. It makes you feel like you belong to a rare class of people who don't chase trends but create them, who don't beg for attention but draw it in like gravity, who don't just drive, but lead. So when you ask me about magic words, here they are: presence, reflection, control, gratitude, and intention. These aren't just concepts, these are lived experiences. Just like the Fury doesn't just say it's powerful, it proves it every time you press the pedal. You too must embody these words in every step, every look, every word you speak. Women don't just hear your words, they feel them. They feel whether you are grounded or lost, whether you are authentic or pretending, whether you are a machine with no soul, or a Fury reborn for a new era. And that is why the 2026 Plymouth Fury will blow your mind, not just because it is a car, but because it is a teacher, a reminder, a mirror. Drive it, and you understand what it means to be calm yet unstoppable, classic yet modern, silent yet thunders when it counts. Become like the Fury, and you will never need tricks to attract. You will be attraction itself. This has been AutoTech Review, bringing you not just the latest in automotive power but the timeless wisdom that rides alongside it. If you enjoyed this journey into the Fury and into yourself, make sure you stay with us, because what's coming next will take us even further down the road where machines and men meet meaning.